So if I missed to record, please make sure to remind me. That's usual situation. I'm missing the recording, so please remind me. All right. So first of all, who is your representative or rep? And how about yourself? A small introduction. You can start. One of you can start a small introduction. Yourself, about yourself.
Yes, sir. So I'll start. I'm Radish
Yeah,
Aponso, one of the.
yeah, Radish, I know about you.
All right. So I'm one of the 4 representatives that are in this batch. So
Okay.
we have with us Sanduni, Vidushi, and Vihanga as well.
Okay.
To tell you a bit about myself, I'm from Morato itself. I studied in St. Sebastian's College and I did my A-levels in the commerce stream. And yeah, that's a bit about me.
Good. Thank you, Radish. So same batch in here, Radish, or some?
Sorry, sir?
Same batch, ne?
Yes, it's the same batch.
All right, then fine. So I know about you. So no worries at all then. All right. So basically, this my subject is quite easy, bit theoretical, quite easy. Radish, I think if I'm not mistaken, I have your mobile number, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, sir.
I think so. Let me quickly check. Can you give a missed call to me? 070. You have my
070
422
422
1308.
Yeah, 1308. I'll call you.
That's the most important thing, because if something gone, immediately inform. I just want to. All right, thank you. Right, that's the important thing here. So, and especially the subject is quite easy, very easy subject, and bit theoretical, and you don't want to worry too much, because much easy subject, right? So basically, you know about me then, right? I don't want to much tell. But this time I don't think so you have much work to do. It's very less work to do. All right. So anything else that you want to clarify very first beginning before starting anything? Anyone else like to introduce yourself? Radish, given the introduction. Who are the others, Radish?
We have Vidushi, Sanduni, and Vihanga.
Vihanga, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Vihanga, how about you?
Yes, sir, I'm Vihanga Padaraja. So I'm living in Kegol. I did my A-levels in 2019 in commerce stream. So yeah, I think that's all from my end.
Anyone else apart from the representatives? Yes. Yeah, that's all. Others keep quiet. Okay. Then I'm not modifying anything. Most of the part I'm keeping as it is the information that conducted in last year. A few modifications are required to do. That will be there. Apart from that, most of the part it's, similar things are there. So the learning outcomes were you should be able to describe the role of information technology. Now, almost you have good understanding what is information technology and management information systems. How management information system? What is management information systems? How it works? What are the different branches available? And how the users or the people getting benefit from management information system, and what are the business profits or the business directions related to management information systems in the business environment. So there are a lot once it comes to management information systems. There are a lot. So I have shared one reference book with you. Please make sure to go through with that book. There are a lot of information available there. And you should be able to define the role of enterprise system in organizations, where these roles, different people engaging, so how these people are working each other. Then development of MIS, what are the things that required to develop or work related to management information system. So these kinds of learning outcomes are there. Basically, this is a 2-credit subject. Lectures are conducting on Tuesdays, 1 to 3. Continuous assessments are 30%, and end exam is 70%. But there might be some modifications. We will check. This is not fully confirmed. I'll confirm next week whether these weightages are correct or not, due to this pandemic and some managerial decisions or something might be affect for these things. So I will let you know next week definitely how these assessments weighted might be there. All right. What is information? Very first thing. What is information? Before that, shall we start with data? Data is a raw input. It's something that available in your environment. It might be textual, it might be voice, it might be video, something we don't know. Even set of numbers, it's just set of data, a set of people name. As an example, in here I have set of numbers in my screen. I have set of numbers in my screen. These numbers, for me, there are a lot, but for any other person might be nothing, because it's just some set of numbers. What are these numbers? Your index numbers. Now there are 105 participants in here. So 206, right? 206 with some another component. Now for me, these numbers are very valuable because these are uniquely representing yourself. But for someone else who is out of this subject matter, or even another faculty, they don't care at all. For those people, it's just set of data, so no point or no value at all. They got these numbers, that's it. But for me, it's very important, because if something I need to work on you, as an example, if there's an assessment, so I should uniquely identify who is this student. Likewise, there are a lot of valuable things to me, because this raw matter needs to process. Then only I can get a valuable insight from this set of numbers. All right. So basically, that's it for set of data and information. Data is something raw, it's unusable. We can't use or we can't take anything from that. But if we process that data, we can take valuable insights. We can take a lot of valuable stuff from these numbers, or sometimes it might be text. Basically, this information is quite important to take a decision. It's very important to take a decision. If you supposed to get some sort of decision, you always do one thing. You are collecting set of data and process it, then only you take this decision. As an example, if you are trying to visit from University of Moratuwa to Galle, now you require to take a decision. One of easiest method is you switch on your Google Maps and just use search. What is the easiest method that I'm going? Now, this Google Maps uses a set of data, large set of data, and process the previous data as well as live data. Then taking all the data and process it and provides the output for you. It's very basic and it's very clear. Now, once it comes to information system, it's not something just computer science, or it's not something just information technology. There are a set of components like processes. People are engaging with this. Basically, information system consists of some another parts rather than a computer. That's the important thing that you have to understand in here. Basically, this information system is systems are focusing on collecting specific data. What is this specific data? I will give an example for you. Now, I want to collect data related to rainfalls. Now, there might be a set of sensors available in Sri Lanka throughout the Sri Lanka, different places. And what are these sensors are doing? They are focusing on collecting data. They are focusing on collecting which data, rainfalls related data. It's a specific task. It's a specific task. But if you go to tsunami identifiers, those are a separate set of sensors. So the collection process is unique. The data collection process is unique. And processing also specialized for the question that we are going to solve. As an example, if we have set of data which is related to students' height, set of students as an example in business faculty, batch, this batch, right? Batch 20 or batch 10, batch 5. Then we are collecting this height. Now my question is, who is the tallest student? I have some method which is sorting to ascending or descending order. Then I can pick the tallest student in this batch. I want to check last 5 years. What is the average of a student in business faculty? I'm doing some another mathematical process. I'm doing some another mechanism to process this data. Then storing. Now, storing is very valuable, very important, because there are different storage mechanisms available. We have to select most appropriate storage mechanism. As an example, if something very sensitive, it's very important to you, you should save in a proper place. If you have jewelry, you have to save in a proper place. If not, it might be stolen someone else. It's a problem. Similarly, once it comes to data, according to the value of data, importance of the data, we have to select what is the most appropriate storage. If there's something not much security is concerned, but it's important for you, so the best place is to save in Google Drive. What is the problem that you are facing if you are saving in your computer? There might be a problem if something gone wrong with your machines, because these PCs are, or the laptops are, digital devices. Though there are guarantees available, if the computer crashes, sometimes your data might be completely lost. So the storage can be used your hard disk, obviously, yes. But the most important thing is the availability and security and accessibility, persistence, lot of things are there. So depends on the situation, the information system should design to solve or address what are the problems available in there. Then distribute information, the dissemination, the flow of information from one end to another end. It's very important. There are different levels of information systems available, like support decision making, coordination, control, and so on and so forth. So a lot of things are there. But basically, this is the complete understanding of an information system. It's very important before we are going to management information system, you should understand what is an information system. Now here you might see this hardware, software, data, but one thing is missing in here, a process. Process is missing in here. Now, once it comes to information system, there's a process for everything. There's a process. These people and processes are connected via this data. This hardware and software is one part, and people and processes are one part. Data is the middle, where the bridge, which connects people with the hardware, people with the software. Data supports to connect these two. Similarly, the processes are also same. It connects software, hardware, and provides some valuable output. That's the importance in here. Now let's go to the next one. The study of information systems in business settings, which is very important, because the business settings or the business values are different from company to company, organization to organization, cluster of people having different business settings, even individually you have a set of business settings. These business settings are affected for you. That's the reality. Nowadays, you might understand these business settings, the effect of business settings well. Why? Because if there's a price difference from yesterday night to today morning, it affects drastically for you. All right? But once it comes to information systems, these business settings are not that business settings. Apart from that, these information systems are flow of data throughout a process, throughout a system. That means it might be connection of hardware and software, or it might be affected by set of processes. All right. I think management information systems is the focus of this managing an information system. Now, the basic components of an information system is people, process, hardware, software, and data. So management of these 5 components is the base of management information system. Is that clear? What you have to do, you have to understand how to manage these 5 important pillars. How to manage, when to manage, where to manage, what happens if you haven't managed it. So these are the contexts that we have to understand under this management in information system context. Now somehow this management information system is a good point. It's supposed to, that helps us to take a decision. We have no idea what kind of a decision for now, but at the end of the lecture, at the end of this lecture series, definitely you have good understanding what are the decisions that you have to take. What kind of decision that you can make using these information systems. All right, now for any given case, as usual, there are mainly 3 activities in information systems. The usual situation in a system, inputs, processing, and output. Whereas information gathering or information taking into the system is known as input. Then process the data using some sort of algorithm, mathematical mechanism, or some any other method that applicable. That's known as processing. Then finally provide some sort of output. So basically this input, processing, output cycle is applicable for everywhere. Another important part is storage. Once you store the data, it might be from direct input source, or it might be processed data as an information, or you can provide the stored data as an output, like a graph or some printed media. I think it's very clear. Any questions up to now? Any questions? Anything that you need to clarify? Okay. All right, we'll check. I will share one Google Doc with you. Actually, it's anonymous. So if you have any questions, you can ask the question in here. Let me share the link with you. It's totally anonymous, so obviously not a problem at all. Because I know it's 100+ students are there. It might be some of students are keep quiet. That's okay. But you can ask the question in here, obviously, because it's anonymous. So I don't want to track who you are. And is that question is a simple question is a or a complex question. So that's okay. I don't care about that. Sure, I'll upload the slides. There's a question: management information systems and business information systems. No, it's different. Management information system is focusing on how the information systems are managed, different aspects. And business information systems are mainly focusing on providing a business value using information systems. It's nearly same, but that's the major difference in between MIS and BIS. All right. I will share one document with you. Here, a document. So you can basically use this Google Doc and share your questions with me. All right. We'll check the understanding of the subject quickly. Probably there might be a final exam. I'm not sure 100%. I'll check and let you know next week, because I have to discuss with Dr. Makalanda, and we'll check, right? We'll check. I'll update you next week. You can use this Google Doc to ask any question. It's totally anonymous, so don't worry. You feel free to ask anything. As a small icebreaker, I will share a simple question with you. I have shared a form with you. You can quickly provide an answer for me. You don't have permission. Oh, okay. You check the permission. All right, I change the question to some. Ignore that link. I'll log in to something else. All right, I have changed that. Now you can access. Yes, now you can submit. I have already got 26 responses. Others can quickly respond. Thank you for your responses. I got a number of responses, nearly 50 responses. Let me quickly share the screen with you. All right, it's 56 now. Very good. So most of the answers are correct, and you followed sufficient information. Just to recap, information system. So what do you mean by a management information system? It's a collection of people, technology, organization relationships. Yes, that's correct. For the most part, what you have to understand is it's hardware, software, people, processes, and data. All right. So these are the 5 major components that should include in your answer. All right. Here you might see different answers. That's good. Here it's a bit insufficient practicing of management information system in an organization. So this kind of answer is insufficient. So if you are giving some sort of answer, it's required to be more detailed. As an example, here we'll see I saw one answer which is very good. Information system used for decision making, coordinating control systems, and visualization of information and organization. The study of management system involves people, process, technology, and organization context. So this kind of descriptive answer is very good, very nice. And most of your answers are very good, right? Really nice, and appreciate your effort. We'll go to the slides again. If you feel any question, anything you need to clarify, you can use this Google Doc. Always you can ask any question. It's anonymous, so don't worry. It's anonymous. You can ask any question in there. Right. I'll quickly go to okay, I think you can see my screen now. All right. We'll go to yeah. Now, any questions? Correct. Why management information systems is important? Because it affects for almost all the areas such as manufacturing, accountants and finance, human resource, marketing, top management, advertising. So a lot of areas was getting impacted from MIS. So MIS is like bird's eye view of the entire business. How data flows from one end to another end. How it processed from one end to another end. How the people or the end users or the stakeholders getting a value from the data, and how to optimize the output. So these kinds of important areas are discussing under this context. Now, this is a simple diagram which encompasses the entire story. The organizations, management, and technology. So you might see these 3 sectors are supporting for information system development, management, and maintenance. As I told previously, always information systems are more than computers. So if it is like at the first glance, you might think, all right, information systems are something computers. Obviously, yes, that's the core, that's the root of the entire story. But there are a lot. there are a lot to be considered once it comes to management information system than a computer, because computers are technological implementations that supports to the business decision, obviously, yes, but rather than that, organizational processes and how people are interacting with these processes should be considered. So these consideration comes under this umbrella of management information system. All right, I think now it's very clear since we have done some more work also. So the next component is the role of information system. Now this role of information system comes into the context where Web 2.0 comes into the world. The web development, the websites or the web applications, blogs. So these kinds of implementations are common time back. It was the most important implementation. So from that onwards, the information system management or management information systems comes into the context. Nowadays, like cloud computing, mobile digital, mobile platforms, mobile clouds, lot of things are there. Almost everything, every digital transformation in a business focused on decision making, collaboration, distributed work, or the work dissemination, these kinds of things. So as you can understand, the business was transferred from the physical area or physical era to digital era. It's not something easy, because we was practiced from our beginning, or some 1 decade back or 2 decades back. It was a physical systems are there. Like as an example, if we take a bank, you might realize there's a huge jump in these technological changes or huge modification. Like currently there are face recognition systems for account creation process, and enhanced methods are there. Obviously, it's not the end. Always it's evolving. It's evolving very rapidly, very faster manner. Currently, the artificial intelligence, neural network, and so on and so forth, a lot of things are there. All of these comes into the context. It might be banking, it might be insurance, it might be transportation, wherever. These technological implementations are there. Now we are in a place that the most important thing is take a decision using a computer or using data. A human can't process 1 zettabyte of data within a second or within a minute. 1 petabyte of data within a minute we can't process. Our brains are not that much of stronger, and even we can't store all like 1 petabyte of data. Even 1 terabyte of data we can't store at a glance. It might be list of numbers or digits. It's impossible, but a computer can do it well. Hence the machines can support for us to make this decision making process. This is the era that we are living. Taking a decision, a business decision, you can use in the previous data. That's why this data science come into the context. Business decision making comes into the process context. Collaborative work, as an example, now we all are in different geographical locations. One from Kegol, one from Moratuwa, one from Panadura, one from Galle, one from Jaffna. But we are collaboratively learning. We have collaborative work. If I give a question using Google Forms, so simply you have done it. It's a collaborative platform, regardless of the location. That's okay. Whether you are in US or UK, still you can access. So almost all these problems are solved now because of these information systems. It's not just a computer science. It's not just something information technology. It's beyond that. It's far beyond that. It's an interconnected network. It's an interconnected component that supposed the business to be more stronger. Now, the second point of this globalization opportunities. Now, what are these global level of business enhancements? I know at least few of you are doing drop shipping, cryptocurrencies and other stuff. It's pretty sure you're sharing some important things with the globally distributors. That means in some another geographical place. It might be Japan, it might be Australia. That's not a problem at all. That's not a problem. So basically, this globalized opportunities, the business value is transferred from one location to another location. The value chain is moving one place to another place. Because of these information systems, there are a lot of outsourcing companies located in Sri Lanka. Actual business is running in US or UK. But in Sri Lanka, we are developing the entire product, entire software product. It might be a web application. Almost all of these solutions comes into the context because of this role of information systems. Now, a simple graph or a graphical representation of the total investment versus information technological investment. You might see it's drastically improving. It has only data up to 2008, but if we take this graph, it might be much here. For these 2 decades, nearly 3 decades, the information technological investment increases up to increases 22%. Now it might be 40 or 45%. In the modern business, there's a significant business relationship, and it's digitally enabled for almost all the businesses, especially due to after this pandemic period. Almost all the businesses start converting to digital. Now people don't like to physically move from one place to another place unless if it is required. Especially once it comes to information technological companies, they are giving opportunities to work from home. Even most of the business places allow you to take your laptop and do the work at your convenience, time and place. So those are the important aspects of these information systems that helps to enhance the business. Now, there are 6 strategic business objectives. The very first one is operational excellence. What is this operational excellence? Operational excellence is minimizing errors. If a human is in there, there's a possibility to have operational issues, human errors. It's obvious. As a human, there's a possibility to have an error. It might be a simple error to very impactful error. Regardless of the nature of the impact, information systems can help to enhance the business processes entirely. That's the importance of this operational excellence. The second point is new products, services, and business models are there. Lot of novel business models are implemented, especially after this pandemic. Now, if I ask a question from you, can someone tell what are the latest services available? What are the digitally latest available services? Can someone answer? You can always unmute and speak, no worries at all. Latest implementations that you have heard or seen or know something. Yes, blockchain, good. Yeah, blockchain is one of latest implementation. Cryptocurrency related things, good. Some other implementations. Virtual reality, good, really nice. Virtual reality, very nice. It's a totally new era. Virtual reality. We are just artificial intelligence. Yeah, artificial intelligence is a good yeah, nice. All right, data visualization, holograms, yeah, very nice. Now AI, data visualization and other stuff, it was started a little bit earlier. It runs up to 1970s even, but it comes to the context because of this data availability. So the information systems are giving this support for the data availability, makes this decision, right? Robotics and automation, obviously, yes, lot of automation techniques are there, like business process automations, even process mining. So a lot of novel implementations are there. Thank you. Right. So if I ask a question like this now, what is the most important factor throughout the given answers? Blockchain, virtual reality, AI, data visualization, holograms, robotics, automations, latest some sort of cybersecurity related works, whatever. What is the core or the most important factor, or the what is the critical factor? Yeah, that's the perfect answer. Thank you to Siri, right? I can't tell the words, sorry. Perfect, your answer is perfect. Data makes this change. Regardless of any other thing, data makes this change. That's what I told. There are major two implementation was there, software and the hardware. On the other hand, processors and human are there, people. The bridge in between these two factors is data. This data supports to make this information system most robust. Yeah, whatever the product, up to now you have told this bit new products, whatever the new service and business model, even almost everything is a component of information system. Now this is the big picture of the entire story, right? I think it's clear. Customer and supplier intimacy, improve decision making, competitive advantage, survival. So a lot of things are there. All right. So quickly we'll go through these explanations of this operational excellence again. Improve the profitability by minimizing errors, and especially these information systems, technology and other tools supportive for us. Having this efficiency and productivity, how it enhances the efficiency. We don't want to do it twice, thrice, or some another time. It's effective and highly efficient. It's productive. Now, if I take a simple example, if you think a place, I don't want to tell a place, you can think any place, that you are in a queue. You was in a queue. It's time back. It might be 2 days or 1 day. Sometimes it might be 1 month back. You was in a queue. Now think the situation. Now you was in a queue. The productivity of that system is really ineffective. Sometimes you wait around 20 to 30 minutes in the queue, and finally the person, the officer, the person who is handling the form or something, they might tell, oh, sorry, this document is incomplete, or some mistakes are there, so please go back and fix it. The productivity having huge drastic impact. Now we'll take, in the other hand, how about a Google or Gmail creation process? If there's something gone wrong, as soon as possible you get notified. As an example, you are trying to create a same email address, a duplicate email address, but as of once you start, as soon as possible, you are getting a message, sorry, you can't use this. You can't use this. The productivity is too high. Think a situation that you have created the email, and after 2 days they are telling, oh sorry, there was an email address, I haven't saw this one. It's not happened. The productivity is enhancing. There are a lot of case studies related to this. If you go through the reference book, you might able to understand it more. Products, services, business models. Almost all the business products, all the services are digitally enabled. And you told some sort of examples to me. None of example is physically or physical place is required. It's a virtual business. It's a virtual place, a virtual technology, cryptocurrency, machine learning, AI, or whatever. It's location aware solution. Now, once it comes to more stronger products and services, there are a lot of things are there. Shared, distributed. As an example, now I have shared a document with you, Google Doc. It's anonymous, but you can share your thoughts, share your questions, or any other thing. Clear? The supplier, the customer and the supplier intimacy. Now, currently, there are a lot of implementations are there that customers importance, customers values, the customer value is getting enhanced. If I take one of example, very recent example, time back there was a lot of processes available like drive-through. I think you have seen this in many places, especially food delivery organized companies. You don't want to get dropped from the vehicle. While you are in the vehicle, you can order the food and they are cater you in a proper place, like delivery place. And one of latest implementation is the food is coming to the parking place. So you can park your vehicle and you can ask them to deliver to your place. So all you need to do is you have to fill the vehicle number, then they are taking the food for us. Once it comes to decision making, this is the most important, enhancing, evolving, influencing area in information systems. All right. Time back, most of the people believe it's luck, it's a guess, or the hippos option. What is the hippos option? Highest paid person's option. It's not based on the data. Recently, world evolved with the data. Lot of data available in any given sector, in any given industry. It might be finance, it might be transportation, it might be medical or healthcare. Almost all the places, these computers store digital footprints. Even if you are using social media platforms, lot of digital footprints are there. At what time you log into the system, at what time you log out from the system, what are the things that you have done, what are the likes, comments, or shares that you have done. Almost all of these digital footprints are giving some important insight. Who you are, what you are doing, what is your age, and many other factors. Now, if I ask a question, have you up to now, have you done anything, anything based on data? Let me share an anonymous form, like small icebreaker again. A decision that you have taken based on data, right? I like to get your insights. It's just a small icebreaker, unless you might be sleepy now, right? In class Q2, all right? You can share your thoughts. It's anonymous. Don't worry. I don't want to track who you are. At least one situation that you took a decision here you go. I have shared a link. It's in the chat section. You have to tell at least one situation that you took a decision based on previous data or even recent data, last week data. On top of last week data, I took a decision like this, a story. I want set of stories down. You can take around, not much, 5 minutes. You can take 5 minutes and share your thoughts or the experiences. We'll see what are the experiences that you have done. Now, you people are from business and most of you are taking a decision. Now, you should take the decisions based on data. We'll see what are the decisions that you have done up to now. At least one. Right, you can start answering this simple question. It's open-ended question. I believe almost you will update me. Last time I got more than 80 responses, so I believe this time also I'll get good enough answers. I'm getting quite interest answers. So almost 25 responses are there, 26 responses are there. Others also can quickly share your thoughts. No need to be a very big or a lengthy story, just a simple 2 to 3 lines. It's more than enough. All right, thank you. Almost uh, 41 responses are there. Very interesting, actually. You took uh, nice decisions. Let me share the screen quickly with you. right? So basically, these are the answers, right? If I have gone through almost all the answers, most of you selected this degree based on previous data. Now apply for business science, chosen business science, right? Selection of campus based on Z value, right? Applying to university based on Z value, university degree, right? So very good. Some of interesting answers like this due to the inflation. So no need to deposit money in the blank. So that's actual, right? That's actual. It's very nice. It's a nice decision. It's nice decision, and I have decided to go to SEMA rather than, right? So nice answers are there. One answer was there a bit weird, weird answer. Let me quickly check. Here, this answer is a bit weird. I'm not sure what this student is trying to explain. Often referred to as TDDM or information-based decision making. You group together historical information to analyze trends and make decisions for future based on what's worked in past. So right. So basically, that's not something applicable for the question. So if you think it's a weird answer, right? It's a weird answer. Definitely, you'll get 0 marks. Now, local goods price, right? Cost of some goods. So basically, most of you taking decision based on these prices. Decisions can't be made on basis of data. Business. See, nice answers there. Decisions cannot be made on basis of data. Business management decisions can be made by covering data into information. Information system can increase the efficiency of employee. Select to subject in advance. Right. I think argument. It's an argument. So you can take decisions based on data. You can take decisions based on information. That's nice. Obviously, on top of data, there's nothing. Data is nothing. But if you process this data, we can take a decision. The question is asked a decision that you have taken based on the data. So I don't follow the process that you are converting. A set of data is available, so you should take a decision on top of that data. You may be able to process and convert into information according to your requirement. All right, but arguments are obviously good. Right? Deciding whether not to attend, right? Pass rates. So don't think about these pass rates and marks. I'm always telling, don't think about the marks. Marks is something else. Who cares about marks? Don't think about these marks. Don't follow these marks. It's a fake thing that covered your life. It's a fake. Marks are something fake. It's very subjective. So don't follow these marks. Do something for you. Do something for you. Even in the last time I told, don't follow the marks. No point at all. Marks might automatically comes. It's something else. But learning is the important. You should know. You should understand what is in and out. That's the importance in here, not the marks. Right? So don't take any decisions based on passing rate or something. No marks. No point at all. Thank you. We'll quickly